It's freedom to make decisions about your own body.
I gotta
Freedom
go.
to be safe from gun violence. Freedom to have access to the ballot box. Freedom to be who you are and just be. To love
Just
who you
be.
love openly and with pride. Freedom to just
be.
In this one, we're going to live react to Jimmy Dore's reaction to Kamala Harris's speech with Oprah, right? And I know, before you guys say it, I know Jimmy Dore likes to pause instead of letting the video play through, and so that's out of my control, but I tend to like his reaction lately. I like his opinion lately, and so I find this one probably going to be funny and interesting, so let's just go ahead and check it out.
So Kamala Harris has done it again. She did an interview with Oprah. It wasn't an interview. It was a rally. It was a town hall rally. And even then, I'm telling you, you listen to this and tell me, this is how I would talk when I was on Xanax. If I took too many Xanax, this is how I used to talk when I was having anxiety problems, which I still have. I just don't take the Xanax for. But watch this. Watch this.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American.
Even Oprah's like, oh, I can't take this shit. Oh, but did you see her? You see her? She's like, God damn it.
Oprah has been through some doozies.
She's like, oh my God, I can't. She's going on one of her rants. Watch, I'll play it from the stop.
Country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country.
Yeah.
She sounds. Do you know what that is?
take
It sounds like you're clicking the
pride in the
Demerol.
privilege of
You're getting
being
surgery.
American.
You click the Demerol pen. You know, you got the little pen to give you more
Yes.
fucking morphine.
That's what it sounds like.
I love our country.
Yeah, I love our
You love it.
country.
Click, 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 click. You love it. Click, click,
We
click,
all
click.
love our country, right? More Demerol. We all
Give
love it.
Oprah the Demerol. She's got to sit through this.
All right, let's take it from the top.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans, understanding we have so much more in common than what separates us. Let's come together with the character that we are so proud of about who we are, which is we are an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people.
We were.
Americans, by character, are people who have dreams and ambitions and aspirations. We believe in what is possible. We believe in what can be. And
Unburdened.
we believe in fighting for that. That's how we came into being, because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism, is to fight for the ideals of who we are, which includes freedom to make decisions about your own body,
I gotta
freedom
go.
to be safe from gun violence, freedom to have access to the ballot box, freedom to be who you are and just be, to love who you love openly and with pride, freedom to just
be.
Freedom to just be. Unless you're a Christian, conservative, America first loving patriot, then y'all can F off. That's what she's thinking, right? Because, you know, she's definitely not talking to all Americans when she has this speech. She's just basically trying to cater to her voter base with word salad. Every time she talks, it reminds me of that scene from Billy Madison where Adam Sandler goes on this long rant, and then, you know, he's in this competition, and the moderator says, "None of what you said made any sense. We're all now dumber for listening to what you just said, and may God have mercy on your soul." You know, God bless Kamala Harris. You know, bless her little heart. She's trying, but good Lord, what a bunch of nonsense on the Oprah Winfrey show. And you know, it's funny. Did anybody notice how they have a big screen in the back with a bunch of people who are watching like remotely online, and they only can put like 30 people in the audience? That's just so cringe, in my opinion. You know what? Put people in the real audience and let them watch, and leave the camera screens out of this. I mean, you're just trying to make it seem bigger than it really is. And you know, we don't even know if these people are real. With all the fake AI images coming out of her, you know, trying to make her rally seem bigger and stuff like that. Like, are those people even real? Just leave them out. And if you can't put the butts in the seats, then, you know. Sorry, I know Jimmy Dore pauses too much himself, but I had to just add that. I couldn't help.
And that's who we are. We believe in all that. And so
she was expecting people to applaud, and nobody did it. She's like, "Oh, I got to keep going," and that's exactly. Watch, I'll back it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't cut to Oprah dousing herself in gasoline.
Openly and with pride, freedom to just be.
No applause.
And that's who we are. We believe in all that. And so this is a moment where we stand knowing what we are fighting for. We're not fighting against. It's what we're fighting for.
Thank you.
Oprah's like, okay, all right. Okay.
Things are bigger, yet smaller. San Dimas High School football rules.
Look at Oprah or whoever that is who replaced her.
That football rules comment was from the Billy Madison scene. I swear I haven't seen this yet. That's so funny that he did that. Okay, back to the video.
Taking in all that bullshit and trying to act like it means something. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you. Okay, come on, stop it. We got to get a black woman to be president. Stop it.
Oprah was like, if I didn't have a belly full of Ozempic right now, I'd have shit myself waiting for you to.
So she actually took a question from people who are struggling to pay their mortgage.
I hope she talks about them being middle class.
And she did another word salad. Here we go.
So, Madam Vice President, we are, like many, many young Americans, just experiencing a very high cost of living. We ended up giving up our apartment, moving in with our parents, who were so gracious to take us in for over a year so that we could save money and ultimately buy a home, because that's what we thought the American dream was, to get married and buy a home and have a baby. And now here we are, and our mortgage is incredibly higher than what we thought it would be. And my sister and our brother-in-law are living with us right now so that they can hopefully one day do the same. And while it's beneficial for us because they help us pay off some of our mortgage, it's also beneficial for them because they can save on cheaper rent. But we really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and
rightly having the right to have. Do you listen to what? Oh, here we go.
Dreams and ambitions for your family, and
look at her face.
Working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that. And there are a number of ways. One is bringing down the cost of everyday necessities, including groceries.
Oh,
so that's why
I know. I said, how will you do that? How?
You mean the groceries that got more expensive while you were in office? You mean those groceries? Here we go. She doesn't tell you how she's going to do it. But look at this woman's face. She realizes she's not going to get an answer at this point. She's like, oh.
I think she's also realizing, I can't vote for this dumbass.
Let me tell you something about people that have a public and private position. A bunch of them are going to secretly vote Trump while they publicly pretend they're not going to vote Trump.
Agreed.
That's what that tells me. Yep.
For example, price gouging. Which is when, most companies and corporations are good, but for those bad ones, they take advantage of people, especially during a pandemic or extreme weather, and they end up jacking up prices, and there needs to be accountability and consequence for that. So I'm going to be taking on price gouging. But it's also about dealing with what we need to do around home ownership, right? So as someone mentioned during this film, look, I grew up a child of a mother who worked very hard. She raised me and my sister, and she saved up, and by the time I was a teenager, she was able to buy a home. And we grew up actually for a long time in an apartment on top of a childcare center that was owned by the woman we called our second mother, because she helped my mother raise us.
Oh my God.
Who cares? Oh, the white
She
couple
literally
deserves
just
it.
said this 2 days ago on another interview about her mother and her second mother and
Thank you.
raising a family. She's repeating the same stuff on over and over again.
I love what Walter.
Thank you for your question. First of all, the cost.
First of all, I heard people say this is I travel around. I am traveling.
The
and
cost
people-
of living is a cost we all share
We all-
with those who
So
live on after us, as well as those who live before us, but are still alive, which should be all of us.
Walter Kern says the Oprah Harris interview is making the Oprah Prince Harry Meghan interview look like the Yalta Conference or a meeting of the Roman Senate.
That's a fair assessment. That the Harry and Meghan, Oprah sat through that with a straight face. She was good. She did it. She sat there as they heard how hard their lives are.
I would have to say that Kamala Harris, when left to just talk to people, cannot help but shit the bed. She shits the bed. She has a mental breakdown every time. She just gobbledygook and talk. But she's exactly what the establishment wants. She's an empty vessel.
Look at Oprah's face.
Yeah.
Oprah's like, "Are you seeing this?" Oprah's like, "Listen, you're gonna have to try to kill Trump again because this ain't working." I don't know. Do something. Trigger one of those MKs and get him out of here.
Hey, come see us on tour.
So that was pretty good. Jimmy Dore and crew are usually pretty good at comedy. I mean, that's what he is. He's a comedian. So I had a good laugh, but I want to address a couple things that Kamala Harris mentioned there. One of the things was that she said that we need to prevent and do something about price gouging during natural disasters. Well, she apparently doesn't know the law already written, which is a big problem with Democrats. I mean, if they were aware of written laws, then they would enforce those written laws, which they don't do on so many cases. Just enforcing the written laws would really help our country get better. But price gouging during a natural disaster is completely illegal. So she wants to address and do something about it. What is she going to do? Write a new law? I don't understand, because like I said, we know they don't enforce any written laws anyways. And so I don't know, it's just complete ridiculousness. That couple right there lost complete faith, in my opinion at least, lost complete faith in Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party simply for her lack of being able to answer that question. Everybody in that audience, everybody on those screens had to have seen it. Even Oprah was like, bruh. Right? So anyways, I had a good time watching this one. I was actually sitting there cracking up, and I'm actually pretty pleased with the interjections of Jimmy Dore and his crew. There was a couple times I wanted to cut in and say something, but I was trying to keep it minimal because, like I said, I know Jimmy Dore cuts in a lot. And so when I did, I tried to cut in when I thought that he was going to actually already have the video paused. But they said a lot of things right off the bat that kind of took the words out of my mouth. And so I think they did a good job with this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.